Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to The Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
Sphere Exclusives. Looking for exclusive content from your favorite podcasts here at The Sphere? Head over to sphere.tv/Patreon and sign up today. True Digital Media Consulting. You're online right now and so are your customers, but marketing has to be a consistent journey. True Digital Media Consulting can help with your online ads, organic growth, and so much more. Contact us today at 832-934-4436 or visit our website at truedigitalmediaconsulting.com. ColdHardFash.com. At Cold Hard Fash, our mission is to support creativity in fashion, beauty, and the arts. To connect with culture creators, follow us on Instagram at Cold Hard Fash and subscribe at www.coldhardfash.com.
Good morning, good people. This is LaShonda Johnson, your certified financial educator and also the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance.
And I'm Tony Sanders, also the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance and your certified financial education instructor. Good morning. It is Money Monday.
Money Mondays.
Yeah,
Welcome to the Money Factor here on The Sphere. Cha-ching.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back.
We're back. It's also President's Day.
Yes, happy President's Day.
Yes, absolutely.
So I know some of you people who work in the banking industry and for the government and stuff, you guys should be watching us because you're at home.
I was thinking, I know, because we about to talk about them dead presidents.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we do every Mondays. We talk about the dead presidents.
Absolutely.
So we have a great show lined up for you guys today. Those of you who are Patreons, we got something special for you. So make sure you tune in, keep tuning in, because we have something special for you. But those of you who are watching us right now, this is February still, but we're over halfway through the month, but it's still the month that talks about love and history. So, we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about money and relationships, Tony.
Awesome. I love it.
Yes. So if you're in any type of relationship, whether it be, a marriage relationship, a dating relationship, or, a relationship. Friendship. I was going to say a friendship, a roommate.
Right.
Money borders a lot of different lines.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to talk about relationships this morning and how you should be behaving with money in your relationship. So we're going to talk about financial literacy in relationships.
Absolutely.
How it affects your financial literacy.
It does.
Yeah, because as financial professionals, oftentimes we see people who make decisions based on their spouse or their partner or their dating relationship.
Right.
And really, our decisions are independent, should be independent decisions.
Absolutely. We have to have that conversation. Yes. And it's just not just one person makes the decision for everybody. No, let's sit down, let's have a conversation. But most importantly, I think, LaShonda, is they have to get educated together.
Correct. That's the whole thing. Is education is missing in relationships. Financial counseling is missing in pre-dating and marriage relationships.
Absolutely.
We get marriage counselings on how we should behave in our relationships, but we know that money is a problem for, it's the number one cause or the top of the list of causes for divorce.
Absolutely.
But we don't address it.
We don't address it.
We go into our relationships blind financially.
I don't know if we're going to talk about it in a minute, but wow, that you just struck a nerve when you said that, because we go to counseling when we get ready to get married, our premarital classes and things like that. And perhaps the minister or your spiritual counselor, talks about that, but are they in position to even speak on that?
They just speak a little bit on it. And I know that from experience. I got counseling after being married.
I can't even remember he even talked to me.
We made a lot of mistakes.
Right.
And so money was the root cause of a lot of those problems. Mm-hmm. And so, they normally just talk a little bit about it, or they will refer you to some scriptures. But in my situation, they ask, you guys really need to see someone to help you with your finances. So if you are a pastor and you're watching us this morning, make sure you give us a call, because we do give premarital financial counseling.
Absolutely.
Okay, so make sure that you get that in your relationship, and not just not just that you get it pre-marital, but it needs to be sustained through your
Throughout.
relationship. Yes.
And imagine if you would have had that in the beginning.
Just imagine. Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
just
That
the-
answers a lot of questions. That puts a
It-
lot of things on the
yes,
table.
Yes. And a lot of these things you need to know before entering
Entering
into
into.
a long-term committed legal relationship. When I say
Absolutely.
legal, I'm talking about that marriage license.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's look at it. Tony, you want to get us started this morning?
Sure. So, can we just make that just a little bigger this morning? It's a Black Enterprise article, which I really like. It says financial fights are one of the leading causes of divorce. Absolutely. Many couples find it difficult and effectively to communicate, Mato said that, with each other about money matters because they are actually speaking different financial languages. LaShonda Johnson, do we know what we're saying or what?
Hello.
And I'm not just talking about from a
I'm just-
financial standpoint. I'm talking about from experience.
From experience.
Hello.
Yes. So, I mean, we bring you guys information every Monday about money to really just solidify the things that we've been saying for now 133 episodes.
Absolutely. And you
This
think
is
that
not the first episode
this
we've
is
had
not
on
the
relationships
first time that
and money.
we've talked about
No,
this.
No.
And
So-
how befitting in the month of Valentine's when it's for the love of money. I mean,
Yes.
my goodness.
Absolutely. So let's get back to this article
Wow.
because there's 4 languages.
I cannot
And
wait.
Yes.
Says that's right. Finance is the language. Am I right? Yeah.
Yes.
Finance is the language, and unfortunately, the most people are not financially bilingual. It's actually more difficult to speak or understand someone else's financial communication when you don't really understand your own financial language. I'm going
Excuse me.
to drop the mic right there. In 2004, Gary Chapman
Yes.
introduced the concept of love languages to help people improve their relationship through communication. I love
Yes,
that
you
book.
guys, that's a great book.
That's a great book. In my upcoming book, 4 Financial Languages, I explain the financial languages are identified in the behaviors of words and represent individuals' financial value system. By understanding these behaviors in the words, couples can improve communication and establish a collective financial value system. Wow. I wasn't even aware that he had the 4 financial concept.
I
book.
wasn't either until I read this.
Hey, Housewives. That's
Yes.
a good book
you
for
should
our
have
book
in your
club.
you should have, when you're
Wow.
sitting soccer moms, all the, any mom, any wife, you should know this. It's really, really, really good information because if you guys are not on the same page, not only do you need to understand your own first, which is such a valid point, but you need to understand your spouses,
Right.
Your
I
partners, your
think
couple,
that's
your dating.
right there, to me, that's the first and foremost. You can't help somebody else, so you help yourself.
Correct. And
Put on your mask
oftentimes-
first.
Yes, and so this weekend it was kind of funny because someone invited me to a marriage retreat, and
Wow.
of course I was like,
I'm not married.
I'm not married. and I was like, no, but look at the flyer. The flyer says for mature singles.
Oh.
And so I was like, well, I'm
That's me.
mature.
That's
That's me. I can go. And so I went, and it was such a good. I'm so glad I went because it was such good information. But again, they were talking about oftentimes in a relationship, people are always trying to fix their partner, and they never fix themselves.
Hello, fix you first.
Fix you first. So financially, sometimes we walk into relationships already, in a financial disarray. And so that's already a recipe for disaster. Right
Disaster.
there. So anyway, let's go look at the.
I love this.
Let's look at the love
Yay.
languages. Okay. So where do we leave off?
Because I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
Put the 2 concepts together and you have a financial love languages. Learning how to speak to your mate's financial love languages will not only help you to avoid money misunderstandings, but it will help you and your mate to enjoy the journey towards your financial goals.
Absolutely.
If we don't need to write a book,
Come on.
the 4 financial love languages is saving. Financial security is usually the primary concern of people who speak the dominant language of saving. A saver primarily saves money because they like to see their money grow like a strong tree. Some savers also save and protect themselves and their family from financial hardships and emergencies. It is vital to them to be able to help their loved ones financially now and in the future. One of the best ways to communicate with savers about money matters is about how much money they will save, including them including them on a purchase to find the best deal. For example, you are the best at saving us money. Can you help me find the best deal on a big screen TV so we can stay within our budget?
That makes so much sense.
Makes so much
because
sense.
if you are the person in your relationship that has the saving love language, then the person who doesn't have that really needs to appreciate that, for
Right.
one, but also needs to seek your advice.
Right.
So if you're the person that's good with money and you're good with saving, then you should be the one saying, oh, honey, you know what? We need to do this. Can you make sure we do this? Can you check this out? Knowing that that's their strength.
Right. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. And I think that's too, having a financial coach, financial planner, advisor, whatever you want to call us, someone to come in and be that, kind
Right.
of that third wheel that doesn't really take sides, but what's going to do what's best for the relationship financially.
Absolutely. And because we cannot be with you 24/7 a day, 24/7 each day, then you need the education to equip
Absolutely.
you to make those decisions when your financial coach, advisor, whomever, however you want to call them, are not present.
Right. Because we all know that somebody in that relationship is going to be, somebody's going to be the better of the person.
Of the two.
Right. But
Yes.
the other person never respects that person enough to allow them to handle
Correct.
it.
They typically see them as being overly frugal,
Mm-hmm.
or because they have the spending language, they cannot relate to the saving
And they can't
language,
appreciate
and
that.
they can't appreciate it. So we hope that you appreciate this article. So let's go
I
on
love it.
to
I
the
love it.
second one, giving.
Talk about giving, Shonda.
Yes, people who speak giving have a philanthropist heart. For most givers, giving is an expression of love. They give their time, money, resources, etc., to help people or to help those in need. Givers should be cautious. If they find that they are giving out of an act of insecurity in exchange for an emotional connection or to be liked, the best way to communicate with givers is to praise them for their giving spirit. In most instances, givers simply like to feel appreciated. For example, you have such a wonderful heart of giving. Let's find some more ways to give when it will be where it will be a bigger impact. So, givers, and that's me. I'm definitely a giver, and I've definitely been guilty of giving beyond what I should be giving.
Absolutely.
I've definitely
Yeah.
been guilty of that. And so you have to be cautious if that's you. I mean, I don't give out of insecurity or give to be liked. I love to
I think
give.
it's just our nature, and I
Yes.
think one thing about as givers, you have to be careful because you have givers and you have takers, and so
Yes.
you have to make sure that you're not being taken.
Yes. So again, let's just talk real quickly before we go to our first ad, how a saving love language and a giving love language can bounce each other off of each other. So if you're the saver, I'm the giver, you're going to be cognizant of how the giving is affecting the saving.
Absolutely.
So if we're communicating together, then we won't make vital mistakes that will
Right.
cause friction in the relationship.
and if there's a budget and we put that into the budget, it won't mess up what we're saving.
Absolutely. So if the saver will say, let's budget giving, and that creates some boundaries. And then the giver can say to the saver, I know you're saving, but we have to allocate for giving.
Absolutely.
It's a communication
It's all
issue.
about communication.
It's all about communication. Speaking about communication, it's time for us to go to our first sponsor this morning, which is the Spear Exclusive Team. Okay, looking for exclusive content that you can't find anywhere else. Look no further than the Spear Exclusive, found only on Patreon. And you guys make sure that you stay tuned because we have a special snippet and portion for you after this show. We've gotten behind the scenes shots happening daily in the Spear podcast studio. Each show on the podcast network curates episodes that are only delivered to Patreon subscribers. So we're talking about VIP, Tony.
Absolutely.
Plus, we deliver the show live from start to finish, so you don't have to wait. If you're a Patreon member, you can see the show in its entirety. Okay? So, from start to finish in our Discovery nor our Discord server, that's exclusive to Patreon family. Sign up today at www.thesphere.tv.patreon. To join, we're talking about $2, $5, or $8 to be in VIP. That's the cheapest VIP I've ever seen. So these are Patreon tiers, and you get access to all of the exclusive content we offer at the Sphere. So You want to make sure that you plug into us the entire show. You get your special little information after. You get the VIP status. Then definitely you want to become a Patreon member. $2, $5, or $8 a month.
That's awesome.
That's so cheap.
That's
Okay. So let's go back to this article, Tony.
I
Number
love
3.
it. Investing. Those who speak investing take relative risk and enjoy watching their money grow as well. They like to invest in the stock market, retirement, business opportunities, education, and other people. I love it. The best way to communicate with investors is to discuss transactions or opportunities as investments, and as well as you share the potential return on those investments. For example, we could make some great contacts for your business if you invest $200 in attending this conference.
Yes. So investors are risk takers.
Yes.
Savers are not
Yeah.
risk takers.
Yeah.
They want to see their money grow, but they don't want to, savers are very cognizant of losses. And so some savers are risk takers too, but that's where, again, there has to be the communication. What type of saver are you? Are you
Absolutely.
an investor slash saver, or are you just an investor? And you just want to, you get an adrenaline
From
high
that.
on seeing the growth. But then when it falls, you're just like, well, what are you upset about? That's what happens.
Right.
And a saver can't understand that.
They can't understand that.
Yes. So you have to be able to definitely figure out. And so the other thing with investors is you may have a spouse that has an entrepreneurial spirit. That is an investor's love language, because they're investing time and money and resources to a venture that they feel pretty passionate
Absolutely.
about. And so when someone in the relationship is, has the entrepreneurial slash investor spirit, I mean, there really has to be a line of communication.
There has to be a line of
Because,
communication.
Man, these are people who are willing to, go out on a limb, and that can cause some rifts.
Girl,
if the
do I
other
know.
person does not want to go out on the limb. I know in my previous relationship,
Yes, if they don't understand.
that
but
was the situation. I
Yeah.
was the entrepreneur. This is the person that is a desk person.
Yeah.
Can't get it, so I had to put it out in black and white. This is how this thing is going to work. This is what we're going to do. This is our reserves here to catch me if I fall. So, it's so important to know that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so number 4.
Spending. Wow. Spending deals directly with the pleasure of principle. Whether the spending is on someone else or themselves, spenders find ultimate pleasure in spending money, usually on stuff. True spenders can be rebellious when they feel financially deprived or restricted. The best way to communicate with a spender is not to judge, but rather to give perimeters of spending. For example, instead of telling a spender that they can't spend because of the budget, tell them we have a $200 to spend this month. Understanding the financial love languages will aid you in having more effective financial conversations with your mate. If needed, seek help from a financial professional like the Houston Housewives of Finance to mediate your cash conversation. Finances, just like love, can be a beautiful experience when both partners respect and appreciate the other's language.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
So, a powerful article for love language: saving, investing, giving, and spending. So you have to be able to understand where you are.
So you have to identify who are you.
And you have to get educated, you guys. So you have to come out and join our workshops. I mean, how do you know what your love language is if you don't even understand money?
Right.
You know?
And I'm thinking about, wow, all the relationships that we have.
Yes.
And people are going in, or they've been in blind when it comes
Yes.
to their finances.
Absolutely.
And they're trying to figure out, Shanta, where did we go wrong? What do we do? I truly
need
believe
a third party
Right.
involved. And the reason you need a third party involved is because you guys have to go sleep with each other. So we don't have to sleep with you. So we don't have no problem telling you the truth.
Well, and not only that, I just think
Yes.
that would fix a lot of problems is the workshops.
Yes, our
Yeah,
financial
that's a
education
great date
workshops.
night.
Yes. So we're gonna have to end Facebook Live. Unfortunately, it only lasts 15 minutes. But if you are a Patreon member, VIP member, then you would be able to continue the show in its entirety. I'm just saying. But if not, we need you to go this moment, this second, right now to the Sphere and subscribe to the Money Factor. Okay, go ahead and subscribe. While you're there, you're gonna see some buttons. Click on the iTunes one and make sure you write a review. Let us know what you think, what you feel. And also, constructive criticism and accolades are accepted. While you're there, we need you to make sure you share the show. Share the show. We don't know who you know. We don't know who you know, who they know, who they know. That's how we get the word around.
Absolutely.
We want everyone to be positively impacted on Monday mornings with the Money Factor, okay? And, of course, you can donate because we provide this show to you completely complimentary. You can donate one time or you can become a donation patron, okay? Either way, we'd like it, we'd love it. Go do that right now, this moment, this second.
Right
So
now.
again, the show is not ending, but Facebook Live is ending. You'll have to subscribe or be a Patreon to continue to watch the show in its entirety. And by the way, let me say, it's going to be a good one. We got so much good stuff in this show. So make sure you subscribe or become a Patreon. Okay?
Love it. Well, it's
So-
great. It's great information so far. I just love that article.
Yes, it's really great. You know, I don't know how much conversations people are having about their financial love languages.
I don't think they're having those conversations.
No, I don't
You
think
know
they are
why?
either.
Because it
We see them all the time,
and they fight in
They
front of
fight in
us.
front
It
of us.
always leads to something else. And
Yes.
so I think just knowing who you are and communicating and sitting down and having that conversation, that could fix a lot of things.
It could fix a lot of things. And
Mm-hmm.
then it also can help you in preparation for your conversations because you understand your partner's language.
Yeah, you know what? You need to get our book, which is what?
Saving your future.
If you haven't had a copy of this, if you still don't have a copy of this book, shame on you. Contact us so that you can get your copy for your household, for you and your family, so you and your spouse can be on the same language when it comes to money and understanding money. It's the basic principles of understanding financial literacy. I think it's a great
I
read.
mean, it's and it's well over 1 million in circulation right now. You know, we like to call it the financial Bible. We're talking about the best 85 or 86 pages you're going to read
Absolutely.
concerning money. Not to sell you anything, but to educate you. You guys, we've got to have
guys buy enough
financial
stuff already.
education.
The article even said it. You just buy stuff
You
already.
buy stuff,
You don't
usually
need to
on
buy-
stuff.
Yeah, stop
you know,
buying stuff.
Not even things that we could consider to be needed,
You know,
necessities.
I always ask my clients this, have you bought enough stuff yet? When is enough enough?
When's enough enough?
Yeah,
There's always going to be something new.
always.
There's always going to be a new trend. And the thing is, trends repeat themselves. If you go deep enough in your closet, you already got this
You already
trend.
have something.
You know the trend that's coming out this summer?
What is it?
Bell-bottom pants.
Well, we've done that several years ago.
How many times?
Right.
Yeah, man, I was just, zooming through my emails, and I get an email from Banana Republic introducing bell-bottom pants, bell-bottom jeans.
Our parents were wearing bell bottoms.
Man, bell-bottoms been here, been gone, been here, been gone, been here, been gone, back again.
But people are gonna buy more.
And they're gonna go buy some new ones.
Yeah.
Just keep the ones you have. How
Right.
about that? Flare leg, bell bottoms, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How about create your own style? How about go shopping in your own closet?
You're right.
Just save the money
Yeah.
and stop buying stuff.
Because we have enough stuff that we can repurpose. Absolutely.
I'm telling you, in this year of 2019, Tony, I have not bought anything.
Me either.
I want to see how long I can make this last.
Yeah.
I haven't bought anything. I'm just doing my own thing in my own closet. And really, it's not like I need anything.
Right.
So let's go on to this second article because we're still talking about relationships. How couples handle money at every stage in their relationship. There are stages. There's a way you should handle things at each stage. So from dating to divorce, money plays an integral role in any relationship. So TD's Bank Annual Love and Money Survey asked couples and divorcees to share their financial details of their romantic lives. The most recent survey conducted between June 2017 and June 2018 asked its 1,749 respondents about everything from how often they fight about money to who's expected to pay for wedding expenses.
Wow.
Here's what the responses revealed and what you can learn from their success and mistakes. So let's go down here. Money conversations are essential. When it comes to talking about money, The majority of couples discuss it often, according to self-reported data in TD Bank study. Of the respondents, 6 in 10 claim to talk about money at least weekly, which is good. Having regular money conversations is good for your relationship and your finances, says Beth Sweeney, Managing Director and Wealth Manager at Stewart Partners. On monthly basis, do a check-in and make sure everybody's on the same page. That's so important.
Right.
Okay. I think it's time to have your money talk be a part of the dinner conversation as long as there are no children present. If the money discussion require a more formal environment for a third person mediator, Sweeney suggests having them during your regular visits with your financial advisors. When financial discussions are common, so are financial fights. Yes, it's going to create some friction when you're talking about money. Among survey respondents, 33% reported arguing about money at least monthly.
Yeah.
Although financial fights are unpleasant, they don't have to destroy your relationship. We just talked about that. Experts recommend avoiding arguments about minor expenses and having a third person moderator, such as a financial advisor, such as the Houston Housewives of Finance, present for the truly tough disagreements.
I tell you, man, it's like we already know what they're going to say.
Yeah.
We already know what they're going to say. I mean, we have this conversation every single day with somebody's family, with someone's loved one. And it's unfortunate because I think if you do let it get out of hand, that's when it blows over.
Yeah, and I think the sad thing is too many, we see, I know you do, but I do for sure, we see too many people coming in for financial guidance alone. The spouse doesn't want to participate.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate.
Not good, you guys, not good. You cannot send your husband and you don't come, and you cannot send your wife and you don't go.
Right.
You have got to participate. This is a dual situation. This should be a dual commitment.
Right, absolutely. Well, with that being said, this portion of the show is being sponsored by True Digital. You're online right now, and so are your customers. The question is, how do you actively reach them? Marketing has to be a consistent journey, and we are here to walk with you every step of the way. True Digital Media Consulting can help with the website development, online ads, and your business reputation, your organic reach, and search engines. Give us a call today to discuss customized strategy for your business at 832-934-4436 or send an email over to info@truedigitalmediaconsultings.com. Mention the Spear to receive a free 30-minute strategy consultation. I love it. True Digital. Everybody needs this. You're in business for yourself. You're in business. You need a great marketing and strategy plan.
Absolutely.
Especially these days with everything being on social media.
Absolutely. You need a good financial plan to pay for that too. Just saying. Okay, so let's go back to the article, Tony.
Absolutely. It says, talking about money early, but not too early is helpful. Talking about money early in a relationship is an essential step towards understanding whether your partner is a good financial fit. Surprisingly, 27% of those surveyed in Love and Money analysis reported discussing how much money they or their date made on a digital dating service before going out on the date with that person. People are living a portion of their lives online, says Jason Thacker, head of consumer deposits and products and payments at TD Bank. While you shouldn't be devolving your salary on Tinder, early money talks can have their benefits. Almost half of the respondents report discussing finances within the first 3 months of their relationship. Thacker says, in today's day and age, I think it's a reflection of the fact that financial health is important. I absolutely agree. Don't be wasting people's time. And if you know that that's not going to be the direction, I mean, you need to ask those questions
up front. I mean, it's not,
don't
it's
fall
not good.
You didn't fell in love with the man and he don't have his stuff together, or vice versa. You didn't fell in love with this woman and they don't have their stuff together, and that's one of your deal breakers. Baby, how much money you make? What's your credit score? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Do you owe the IRS?
Yes.
You need to ask those questions.
Don't be afraid.
Sooner than later.
Yes. And if you're afraid, get a third party like ourselves involved.
Yeah.
Because we will sure ask the questions.
Right.
in your
You're-
financial
you're thinking about
relationship counseling.
spending the rest of your life with someone, because now people are not just dating to be dating.
By the way,
You're dating with a purpose.
by the way, those of you who are engaged and you use the Knot services, look us up. We're on the Knot, the Houston Housewives of Finance. We are vendors on the Knot. So while you're there planning your marriage, make sure you schedule an appointment for premarital financial counseling.
Well, you know what I was just thinking? You said that this is also a great time for celebrating an anniversary. Baby, we've been together XYZ. Let's get our monies together.
Yeah. And,
Hello.
Where are we going?
Are we on track to get there?
Where are we going? And I mean, we haven't made any progress in our time. Or we've made great progress. How do we continue it?
Absolutely.
You need checkups financially, annually, okay? Whether you're married or not, whether you're in a relationship or not, but if you're in a relationship, you definitely need to get in our workshops.
Yeah.
Where are they located, Tony?
So you can come out to Northwest Houston at 13831. That is Northwest Freeway. I just had a little blank there. Okay. We're in Suite 215. That's Houston, Texas 77040. We're right there at 290 in Tidwell. You can find us there on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Also on Saturdays at 10 a.m.
Yes, that doesn't work for you, then you can come out on Wednesdays into West Houston area. Wednesdays, the address is 11111. That's 5 ones, Suite 100, and that's Houston, Texas. Suite 1. That's Katy Freeway. Houston, Texas 77043. Neither one of us know where we're located. 77079. Lord, today. Okay. Now you can come on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. or you can come on Saturdays at 10 a.m. If this was confusing for you, please reach out to me. I'm LaShonda J at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
And I'm Tony S at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. You can reach us on all our social media platforms. That's Instagram, that's Twitter, that's LinkedIn and Meetup. We're also on Facebook, of course, as the Houston Housewives of Finance Official. If it doesn't say official, it's not us. How about our website, LaShonda?
You can come to the website. The address there is www.hhofinance.com. Click on the little blue button and schedule a free complimentary appointment. You can do an annual review. You can do premarital financial counseling. You can do in-marriage financial marital counseling. You can do a personal financial, anything that has to do with money. Just hit us up, okay? This is where you can do it. Browse through the website. We really are here to serve you. I really want to make sure that you guys get that if you don't get anything else. We provide our services to you complimentary. We do get paid from our providers, but we don't extend those payment obligations to you.
Absolutely.
So you cannot use the excuse of I can't afford it, because there's no price tag on free. The time will be valuable time spent, and of course you need it. So you have our workshops, you have the strategy sessions, you have the blue book. Man, I don't know what else to say. You need to take action. That's what I have to say. Okay? So let's go back to the article, because these are the consequences if you don't.
Okay. So it says people are still old-fashioned in certain financial arrangements. Despite the changes in how many women approach work and earn money, there are still old-fashioned traditions that have stuck around. One that continues to remain is men paying the bill on the first date, as 84% of men surveyed by TD Bank claim to do. Their female dates back up the claim, and just 6% reporting that they pick up the bill on the first date.
Nah, I'm with the 84%. Yeah.
Even couples in committed relationships tend to defer to the male mate when the bill arrives, with 63% of men saying that they pay for the dates, while 8% of the women say they do the same. Well, sometimes when it's coming out the same household, it really don't even matter.
Well, this is dating.
Yeah.
So when it comes out, when you're in the same household, who cares?
Yeah.
Because it's all in the
same.
same. Yeah, but when you're dating, yeah, the dude needs to get the tab on the first date.
And that's where things have definitely changed. Chivalry is definitely definitely did, and that's why I think that having that conversation early enough to even know if he can
Yeah.
afford some of the things that you like.
Yeah.
Because if you go to someone and he's on a beer budget and you trying to have steak dinners, hello.
Yeah, and then one of the things that it said about, the dating sites can reveal their income. Well, actually not, because they can lie. You can say you
Yeah.
make 150 and you only make 50.
Right.
You can, and so
It's not real.
right. You
People-
still need to do your due diligence.
People hide behind that computer, and they can
Yeah.
they can be whoever they want to be.
like I said, you're living a large percent of your life online.
Online.
And so online, people doesn't have to get to the real nitty gritty. So you need to get to the real nitty gritty in the relationship. Okay. So let's go back to the article. Let's zoom through here. Divorce doesn't have to be a financial disaster. Ending a marriage can be financially and emotionally stressful. Yes, I know.
Mhm.
But some divorcees approach it positively. In fact, more than 40% said that they were better off financially after divorce. Hello. Okay. This was reported equally across gender. Initially, divorce can be frightening, Sweeney says, but it's a chance for new singletons to review budgets, saving, retirement, and other financial goals. It might be a chance for someone who was married to a spender to return to previous frugal habits. At her firm, Sweeney says, we make divorcees set up a whole budget. You should, a whole new one. For some newly single people, this exercise helps them take back control of their money situation and regain confidence.
Yeah, that divorce and money is no joke.
No,
Joke.
most
all.
people are starting over. So if you're going
Right.
to start over on the right foot. Text us. Text Ask HHOF, all one word, to 31996. Okay, we can help you, especially if you're divorced and you're a single parent. You need some help figuring out your financial situation. I know because I've been there and I've dealt with many, many clients who are in that situation.
Absolutely.
So
This portion of the show is being sponsored by Cold Hard Fash. Cold Hard Fash is a culture lifestyle brand of a designer and trend-setting platforms and social experiences in art, world fashion, culture, politics, sports, health, and fitness. We offer a curated culture of creatives, cultural influencers, professional innovators, and the social elite. Our cutting-edge style with fashion as our guide meets you in all areas of life to provide the commentary and the connection for the consistent evolution of your runway. So do you want to stay ahead of the culture? Do you want to cleverly experience the inspiration and ingenuity with our creative community? Then follow us on Instagram at Cold Hard Fash and check us out and subscribe to www.coldhardfash.com to join the conversation. That's CHF, coldhardfash.com. Cool.
love it.
All
Good.
right. Well, hey, that divorce and money, let's get back to it because I know how that is. That's
tough.
that's really
It's
tough
really
on
tough.
and on both parties.
Yes.
On both
Because there
parties.
could be situations where, debt is still lingering, unpaid debt.
Absolutely.
Kids
Mhm.
who still need to be provided for.
Absolutely.
Properties, assets.
Mhm.
Man, it could really be tough. But once you're going from being married to divorce, you do need to revisit your financial situation. There are some positives that can come out of it. Like the article says, you can go back to being frugal because it's just you. There's definitely nobody else to argue with about money. But it does not give you a rite of passage to just be irresponsible because you don't have anyone to hold you accountable. You still need to be held accountable with a third party like the Houston Housewives of Finance.
Absolutely.
Okay? So get your life back on track. If you're divorced, it's an opportunity. You really need to call us if this is you so that we can help you to rebudget, reallocate, reassign those dollars.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay?
All right. Well,
What we got? Is there anything left
I
in
think
this
that's it,
article?
right?
That's it. That's
All
it.
right. Well, I think we're gonna cut it short here, right?
Yeah.
But guess what?
If you're a Patreon,
If you're a Patreon,
we
stay
have
tuned.
something very special for you. We're still talking about the topics of love and relationship. So if you're not a Patreon, sorry, you're not getting the VIP experience. But, for $2, $5, or $8 a month, you can get the VIP experience.
Exclusive.
Yeah, experience, come behind the velvet ropes, okay, to what else we have to share, okay? So it's been real. We'll see you next Monday, same time, same place, right here on The Money Factor. So in the meantime, make sure you watch your cash right. Make it flow right, okay? Bye-bye, you guys.
Bye.